Okay, so stream has started, recording has started. Sorry for the delay on this by half an hour. Had everything ready to go, and then of course the system just decided to stop working on me. That was great, but it seems stable now. So yeah, we're going to jump back in. To anybody who ever watches these things, welcome back to Hell on Mars. I'm Jonathan, the GM. Let's do really quick so that people can get used to what people's voices sound like, since we don't really have pictures. Let's go down. You see your names listed down at the bottom of the screen. World 20. Just start from the left, work your way to the right. That means Jacob's first.
My name is Jacob Tanner. I am the medical officer and OSHA compliance officer.
I'm Jason. I'm playing Pavel. He's a scout with a substance problem.
Okay, Evan online. Did I miss anything?
We're just doing some simple introductions. You are the next person, so feel free to,
Oh, very good, then. This is Evan. I play Nagumo Kaden. I'm the engineer of this unit.
Hey, Sag?
We gotta skip him for now. Go to Sean. You go for it.
I'm Sean. I play Aslan, a Turkish sniper, also known as the Professor because everyone mispronounces his name. He's a smartass and basically fits in well with his group.
Yeah.
I am Yuri. I play Yuri. I Russian, and we shoot the shotgun. My preacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and we will be joined by Michael as we go. So let's jump back in where you guys were. So. Last time when we left off, only a week ago, you guys had been ordered as part of the military garrison in Mars City on Mars in the year 2145, I think. You guys had been ordered to check in on what was the condition of a power station. It's a power transfer station. You have on Mars, that's where argent energy is produced, and the power transfer station is where processed argent energy gets transported to before then getting sent. Most of it gets sent to Mars City to get packaged for being shipped in the big transport ships to Earth, but some of the rest of it, tiny fraction, gets used to actually power the city. Okay. Like I said, so you guys were sent to check out the actual condition of the station that went dark 3 days ago. A bunch of weird stuff has been happening on Mars of late. In essence, you have you have a bunch of outbreaks, seemingly of an unidentifiable cause of previously undiagnosed mental illness. People going crazy, paranoid, bunch of random outbreaks of violence. You guys encountered some of that at the medical clinic in the first episode, and with this station going quiet, that's why you guys got sent out to check it out. Since getting here, you have found that the place, you don't know exactly what happened, but something really bad happened. You basically had to sign that with the same affliction that's affected all the rest of the population on Mars. It's only about a third of the population that's actually being directly affected by it. But whatever happened to everybody else has also been happening here. You found a couple bodies, followed some clues, ended up going downstairs to turn the power back on in the facility because you couldn't access the entire thing without switching it on. Switched on the power, which was just really, it was reactivating the big transformer that converts argent energy into electrical energy. And that's when you kind of started to see just the extent to which everything had gone wrong. The system being powered down was the only thing that had halted the spread of some form of demonic entity that had infested and was growing out of the systems throughout the facility. You fought your way out of the transfer station or transfer room, back through the rest of the basement, and where we left off, you had just scrambled up the ladder after beating back a bunch of horrible half flesh, half machine tentacles. And now you guys are getting ready to do whatever you're going to do next. So, cutting back in, you guys are back in the room where you had, back in the room at the top of the stairs. You're able to see that it's basically a room. The lights have, while still flickering on and off, power has seemingly been restored and things are not operating on emergency power in the same way that they had been previously. So the last time when it had been left off, Nagumo had suggested a possible course of action for how you can try to, take down this threat. So I'm going to hand it off to Nagumo to remind everybody what that idea was.
What, passing off to me here, or?
Yes.
Okay. The idea in this case stems from the concept that the spawn came from, or at least spawned from, the transformer itself. This entire facility is dedicated to transforming argent energy into usable battery power. It can be stored into batteries, or in some portion of it transferred over to the Mars city otherwise. Now, if anyone has seen a power transformer explode or experienced one, it is a massive, massive explosion. What we're going to try to do is to take off the fail-safes of that transformer which the demon spawned from and overload it. Just ramp up the power and let it explode with the demon on it. Well, I have reservations on that, of course, because it is feeding off that power. I don't see that another solution might be more viable than this. If anyone has any other better ideas, I'm open to them.
Hey, Sergeant Rico, this plan, it sounds like Japanese ritual suicide. What do you say?
Yeah, well, I don't want to die down here, especially not with the likes of you. So, how about we do this, and hopefully we can solve this situation a little bit quicker than normal. This is our best action, our best course of action. So let's just fucking get it done.
I'm just the medic. I know nothing about any of that, but I don't feel like I have any right to.
Well, my core question is, what's our time frame here? Because if we've got time, I suggest we get the hell out of here and call in an airstrike.
Yeah, that's not possible. That's not
Professor-
possible.
No, Professor Mohammed makes a good point, especially the part where we leave. Davai!
Few problems with that. Like, first off, communication with command would be difficult in that department. We need to tell them that this situation is entirely non-viable for us to actually call in an airstrike, and even then we don't know if an airstrike will actually decimate the problem. our solution, we have confidence that the problem will actually be solved. So we do it this way, but if there's any way that we can communicate back to base that we actually have a problem, then yeah, that could probably do it. But we need to go back to the APC and communicate that in order to do it, but we don't exactly have the time. And the reason for that is that we saw how fast this thing grew. This thing is not stopping growing. This thing is systemically growing throughout the facility. We need to kill it now.
Okay. Well,
right.
Oh, we can't call for backup, maybe, huh? Call maybe the Japanese enemy troopers from the hospital. We call them in. They take care of this, huh?
No, just shut your mouth. This is what we're doing. All right. We're not calling anyone. We're not getting hold of reinforcements. We're not going to airstrike the damn facility. We're going to try to overload it to try to kill this thing. Anybody got a problem with that?
No, I'm very into ass play. Let's keep going.
S to S to
Thanks,
S.
Yuri. Thanks, Yuri. I'm glad we brought up the tentacle situation. Anyway, Nagumo, what's step 1 to get this done?
Yeah, I pulled the tentacle that I had.
Step 1, we need to get to the control facility. We need to get to the control room where the fail safes are actually handled. Once we disable those fail safes, then we can actually overload the transformer itself. The way to get to there is just ahead of us and to the right, that door that we could not open initially. Now that the power is on, we can actually do that.
Whichever one of you is assaulting a clown, please mute yourself.
John.
No.
I don't know if that was me, but I was just getting my
Oh, that was certainly you, John. That was certainly you.
My bad. I was just getting my dice out.
You are terrible at this.
All right.
Quit while you're not ahead. Maybe? I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, so now that you guys, with having a course of action, let us open up the door here. Okay. And you guys, as I said earlier, the hallway before you is much the same as it was, with the sole exception that you see that there's a bit more, basically a bit more power than there was earlier. You see the lights, while they're on now, they flicker a bit randomly. It's because there are power surges going throughout the entire facility. That has blown out some of the lights, but overall, overall things are looking up from where they were before. You guys are slowly fixing the place.
Okay, lights are on, but still
All right.
nobody home.
All right.
Yuri,
and that-
Pavel, you guys take point.
And that door, for some reason, it did not load on this page. That is so annoying. Well, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a large door there.
Yeah,
I see it.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. At least, some people can see it. I don't know why it's not loading on my screen. With that, you come to the large door that you couldn't access earlier. The keypad on it now seems to be properly powered. It's got like nice happy lights on it. And you see that this is not was not a key card requiring door, so all you have to do is just hit a couple of buttons and the door unlocks. So okay, and now we actually open up the door. As it opens up, you feel a gush of stale air waft out. Now you guys, while you do have fully sealed armor suits, you had all taken your helmets off to be able to explore the facility. And as a result,
we put them on when we went downstairs, though, because of the small burn.
Gotcha. Well, you guys, there's a horrible, horrible, wretched stench in the air that wafts out. And
it smells like a dead Sergeant. It smells like somebody's pet snake died.
Accurate
Just gonna
smell.
reload the page. You see before you that the hallway in the portion of the base you had access before, there is a lot of dried blood, and yeah, you don't see any actual bodies as you move into the hallway, but overall, things are not looking all that great. It's a horrible
Jesus
carnal
Christ.
stench and reek. And you're able to see, you know what, actually this would be a chance for you guys to shine with some dice. Need people to give me a passive perception check. So this is going to be wits investigation.
Quick question. What's the button to rotate your avatar again?
You hold down the E button.
E. Okay. There we
John,
go.
what are we doing for a target?
What are you doing for a target?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So wits plus investigation.
Oh,
what's the
sorry.
target?
Target number on this is target number on this is going to be I'm gonna say is going to be a 6.
All right. Roll.
3.
Yo. I got 2 successes.
You said wits plus investigation?
Yes.
This is a lot of blood. Maybe somebody stepped on the cat.
I mean, seems plausible.
I'm just gonna keep clicking on the roll button until something happens on my screen. So.
Yeah, I don't know why why things in Roll20 are working as slowly as they are. That is frustrating. But
Maybe it's peak hours.
yeah, maybe so. Maybe I guess little did we know that that Tuesdays are the day apparently. So it would seem.
7 successes from me.
All right, well, you're able
2
to
for me.
tell that essentially just by observing the patterns of blood. There we go. It loaded us back in. You're able to tell by observing the patterns of blood that you see in the hallway that there are a bunch of drag marks. This is something where there is enough blood that obviously this came from quite a few people. It essentially appears that there are. You can't really tell exactly how many hand or footprints there are on the ground, just because there are a bunch of them, and yeah.
Is there?
maybe-
Can I
maybe
determine
they
if there's a
walk back and forth.
directionality to the drag marks? I mean, are we going
Yes.
one way or the other?
Yes, you can tell that. The
Well-
direction that they seem to be moving is they seem to be going north to south.
Well, from my math earlier, we had 25 people assigned to the base, 8 up in machinery, 2 people found in body parts all around. So we're still looking for a couple people around the building.
15.
John, you're gonna have to roll for me if it still matters.
It does not still matter.
You got it.
All right. So, all of you guys moving into the new hallway. You have is a north to south hallway. In this hallway, to the north, you have a sealed door with blood smears and whatnot coming out from underneath it. To the south, you're able to see that there is a doorway that moves, that goes westwards a bit, and the hallway then curves to the east as you go south. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I see the door up north, and I say, hey, Baba, let's check up north, where all the blood is going to.
Oh, yes. If we find another lazy-ass guy, he sleeps in his own bloods, we wake him up. Let's go.
I say that's where the blood is coming from. They went the other direction, but let's find out what happened up there.
All right. Okay, so do you guys have everybody have your tokens where you want them?
I'm trying to move mine back by Rico, but I have a lot of lag here. It's happening though.
Gotcha. Okay. So you come up to the door and you do see that there is a bunch of blood that is just essentially it's mostly dry. In looking down and reaching down and checking it, I'll say this for Oslam as he rolled really well on his check. Reaching down, you found that while most of the blood is it's not wet, it's still sticky and congealed. So it's old, but it's not incredibly old.
Tacky, I believe, is the word you're looking for.
Yeah. All right. So reaching to the door, you activate it.
Hey, there's your roll.
There we go. And come on, stupid interface. All right. So you activate the door, and you hear the sound of running machinery. Essentially, it's like poorly running machinery that billows out of the room towards you. And as that happens, you see there isn't really much in the way of light in the room, but your flashlights illuminate a scene where you don't know exactly what the machines in this room do, but the same kind of fleshy growths and whatnot that you had seen downstairs that was growing, in that case, out of the generator room, the transformer room. Eventually, one of these days, I'll use the same term to describe it twice. Has also afflicted the machines in this room as well. In addition, you also see that there is a corpse that is currently essentially is like seemingly grown into the fleshy growths and is held upright, spread eagle on the machines.
I go check its pockets.
I can't move my token or the screen. I have no idea what's going on right now.
I'd say look at the stream, and that will okay. Give you
that's not where
a fair
that's
view
not
of
where
it.
my okay that does not reflect where I've been moving my character on roll 20.
Okay, gotcha. Well, don't worry, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So, all right. So Yuri, you walk into the room and you're able to, like I said, the machines is like you have the same kind of like, in addition to the normal background noise in the machines, you also are able to hear that there is a. You're also able to hear that there's like a weird, wet, sickening, liquidy noise coming from inside of it. You're able to see that in addition to cables and pipes, that there's also what appear to be some form of veins that are pulsing with some kind of fluid, pumping in and around the machine in front of you. As you reach up to check the body that's in it, its eyes burst open, or at least what's left of them. I would say that this would be a moment for you to roll a dexterity brawl check.
Both of us, or just you?
No, just so you know what? Actually, you guys are both right next to it, so yeah, you guys should both roll dexterity brawl. Target number is a 7.
Ooh, one success. And I got one success.
Okay. So, Yuri, you as you reach out to search the pockets and You find that, like I said, the eyes open up. It reaches the body that you thought was just a corpse, but seems to be something more. Moans horrifically and reaches out for you. It manages to grab one of your arms, and in the process you try to essentially bat away the other arm, but it has managed to grab a hold of you, and it is trying to pull you into an embrace, into the machinery.
Hey,
Man,
monsters
like, everything
need love.
everything just trying to date you here, man.
Can I get a clear shot?
No. I mean, it's through a doorway, and he's between you and the thing.
Can I get my shotgun around to fucking shoot it?
So yeah, I mean, so right now you are restrained. It's comparatively weak, so it's a restrained 2. This is technically this would be the start of a combat, and it's not really. I'm not going to force everybody to roll for initiative. Basically, you have to get 2 successes on a double strength check to be able to break free. Yeah, whatever you want to do with this.
So I would have to, double my strength. So my strength is 2. Roll 4.
Yes, you roll 4 dice.
All right, and target.
Target on this is a 6.
3. And when it
Okay.
explodes, 4 successes.
So you manage to essentially grab your shotgun. It's holding on to one of your wrists with kind of like a death grip. But you know, it wants that wrist, wants that hand, so you give it to him with the butt of your shotgun slamming straight into its face. So it takes a couple of strikes, but eventually you are able to dislodge yourself from it. And as you look on, the remnants of the human skull with a bunch of gory brain matter and whatnot, it's now smeared all over the machine. As you back away from it, though, it goes limp for a couple of seconds and then starts twitching before it starts trying to reach out for you guys again. So
Shotgun to the face, like blow it off its head.
its head is already destroyed.
Oh, damn it.
So its head is now a canoe, and it's still moving.
Yes, almost as though the body was a puppet of something else.
Okay. Can I see its wrists?
You can see its wrists.
Does it have a watch?
It does not have a watch.
We are done in this room. We're fucking. This is bullshit.
Yeah, cheeky breaky, you damn let's go. Goodbye.
Fucking stupid. Walk out.
Bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
Awesome.
Stupid.
Yuri, you guys make a friend in there?
No, just stupid grabby hands and doesn't know how to keep its hands to itself.
You know, he's a lazy guy. He sleeps in his own bloods. He has no watch. He does not know the time.
He wants hugs. It's a fucking bullshit.
Well,
Otherwise,
when you leave, then holy shit! What the hell happened there?
otherwise, great success.
What the hell happened?
Excellent scouting.
Nothing. And we close the door behind us.
No peace.
With that background music, you'd think you'd found something else.
All right. Well, let's check the southern part of the hallway then.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Excuse me. I will just start walking down.
Awesome.
Just go find another grabby hands while you guys just sit around watching. Fuck.
Take bets on how it turns out. We go into these rooms. Hey, I bet this asshole died. No, I bet that asshole died.
Fucking just keep walking around rooms.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, did you guys not want to be scouts? Just go down the fucking hallway. Quit your bitching.
Hey, mama.
I mean, hey, they're trying to hog all the love to themselves.
I mean, they want the watches.
What's going on with this door right here, John?
All right, so you walk down the hallway, and as you advance down the hallway, you see that there is a door to a storage room. The door to the storage room, it is shut and locked, and this door, unlike the other ones, seems to not really have power. The control panel on it has been smashed, and there are a bunch of bloody paw prints on it. God damn it! I forgot to do the lighting. That's really annoying and embarrassing. Not that that super matters much at this point, because it's kind of already been revealed. All right, well, there we go. So, as I was saying,
obviously, no reason to go into that room at all.
yeah, damn it. Oversight.
Probably nothing in there.
Hey, this whole thing, this whole interface is basically held together with frickin' duct tape. So
No, if it was held together with duct tape, it would still be working. This is off-brand, like sub Walmart duct tape.
This is military grade right here.
I'm sorry.
This whole thing is military grade.
I'm
it's
sorry.
not,
baby.
it's not duct tape, it is duct tape.
You can get my token down next to Yuri. I'd appreciate it. 'Cause
It's
I can't
tape
move.
for attaching ducts to one another.
What's the old Simpsons reference of like, ow, my bones! Why do my bones hurt so much? I drink plenty of Merc?
Malt
Malt.
with an A.
Yeah.
Ow!
Now with more vitamin R.
What's a Futurama? Some beam laser he gets hit by, and he's like, "Ow, my sperm!" Then he gets hit again. He's like, "Oh, it didn't hurt the second time."
It's the professor's X-ray beam gun, which
Ow,
they're
my
going to
sperm.
use to find winning lottery tickets.
Didn't hurt that time, yeah.
That's funny.
No, they use it to find the winning bottle cap.
Oh right. Oh
The
shit.
the Slurm episode.
Oh,
that-
yeah.
Slurms Mackenzie.
Okay, there we go. Everybody's been advanced down. Ugh, that was annoying.
Thank you.
Okay, so like I was saying, you reach the door to a storage room. The storage room's door seems to be without power. Its control panel has been smashed. The better way to put it, it's inoperative. It probably has power. The control panel's been smashed. There are a lot of bloody handprints on top of it, streaking across it. There's a lot of bloody footprints on the floor around it as well. So you know there's nothing going on here now, but seemingly something tried to get it.
Hey, Nagumo, you think you can get this door open?
I can take a crack at it. So I move up. What would be the thing? Intelligence engineering or dexterity engineering?
Well, so I'd say it's going to be a continuous roll. I'd say on this it would be intelligence engineering.
All right, give me a moment. Gonna roll that up now. Once the thing starts cooperating. Or failing that, I just roll manually.
All right. I'd say
Is-
roll
is
manually.
there-
I think that
can
rolling
I-
manually is better than just waiting for roll 20.
Is there a way I can assist him?
Who's that's asking? Is that Matt or
The professor.
Professor? Do you have any skills when it comes to repairing
I have
electronics?
1 rank in engineering and I have 4 ranks in intelligence.
I will say that yes, that you can assist. Or actually, on this specific question, how many ranks do you have in instructor?
In instruction?
Yep.
Actually, I have 3 ranks in instruction.
Yes, you can assist him.
do, however, I do have a downside. Hold on one second. Where the hell is it? It's like my quirk, however, is I have a -1 dice penalty to persuasion and seduction and instruction. I'm a dick while I'm explaining what's going on.
Exactly. So you can.
So is it?
Yeah. No, you can totally help him out, just in the most condescending way possible.
So
Yes,
it's going to be instruction.
Oh. What,
And
what
intelligence?
happened?
Basic question, what is the target number for me?
Okay. So target number on this is going to be
Seven
an
died
8. Yep,
and
it's going
roll
to be
for
an 8.
Nagumo.
You have to get at least 1 success each round. It's a 3-round continuous check. And the assist would be coming from Professor. So what you do is you combine, and Michael, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I believe he has to combine his instruction and the skill that he wants to assist with.
No. He can combine. Sorry, he just does a normal roll for instruction, but he can add up to the number of dice he has in that skill.
Oh, okay.
So if he gets 3 successes but only has 1 in the skill, he only adds 1.
All right. So there you
But
go.
it's still an extra die.
So is it what?
Charisma.
So am I rolling
and
double instruction or double intelligence?
So
Or
it is charisma
intelligence?
instruction.
Charisma instruction. Oh,
Yes. For
okay.
you,
So
charisma instruction.
this is gonna suck.
I must say the target number for you on this is also going to be an 8, because you're in a dark hallway. You're not super used to fixing doors, and and you're also an asshole. So.
You're not.
What about Nagumo?
Managed 2 successes.
All right.
And yes, I factored in my penalty.
Okay, so with 2 successes, you are able to. You take your. You said you had what? You had 3 levels in engineering.
I think I can only give him 1. I think you said though I can only give him 1 success because
Yeah,
I
you
only
have
have
one-
1 skill.
Yes. Yep. So you only have 1, so you give 1 success over to Evan. And so Evan, you've got your rolls on this. It's like I said, it's intelligence and engineering. Target number is an 8. You already have 1 free success. And I'm gonna say that this is a 3-round extended check. You can spend that 1 round, that 1 free success at any point in time. It's a continuous roll. Your character's your character trait of, what is it? I think obsessive makes it so that you can re-roll I believe it's just 1 die for that kind of a check.
My advice is something really stupid too. It's like, remember to unplug the circuit before attempting to repair it.
Okay, 7 die 10 roll of target number 8. Did it manually, comes out to 4 successes. And that includes the re-roll that I had.
Okay. Cool, so 4 successes. Alright, so that's the first roll, and then you have to do that again another 2 times. So while he's doing that, I see that some of you
Coming
guys
right up.
have,
Roll number 2. Keep me covered.
yeah. Some of you guys have walked down the hallway, and
Oh my god.
walk down the hallway, you round around the bend, and you're able to basically hear and feel that the room starts getting warmer as you're approaching it. But as you round the hallway, you're able to see that there is a sizable fire at the opposite end of the hallway. You're not sure exactly what, but some kind of like a gas main or something has burst. And some kind of a spark ignited it. So you can also maybe kind of see that the lights actually flicker because it's fire and not actual manual lighting, but with you guys having flashlights, that actually doesn't do as much as I originally thought it would.
Yuri, this is like in my mama's kitchen. This is a grease fire. We must find a way to smother it. Maybe sawdust?
Yes. No, wait. So, like, me and Pavel are walking down the hall. We see the door. We walk over to it. Press the door like buttons. No, open. Keep going.
Yeah. So you're able to see that. Looking down the hallway, you guys are able to see that just in front of the fire, there's a sign for the facility's food court. So, it's probably. There you go. That's the information you have. You can draw.
This is a kitchen fire, like the one I.
So I guess they actually are cooking with gas.
I wonder if they have a Taco Bell.
Oh no, Taco Bell! You'll be pissing out of your ass in 5 minutes, comrade.
Yeah, it reminds me of Mama's cooking back home.
All right, Nagumo, how did the second pair of those checks go?
Second set of checks. 4 successes as well.
Okay. And how about the third?
I gotta step away for just a minute.
Gotcha. So while you're figuring out and rolling it, just to explain what happened. So Nagumo is able to figure out that the door panel appears to have been smashed with some kind of a wrench or a hammer. These things are touch screens, so that was enough to disable it. It does appear as though somebody still tried to activate it, despite that. Hence, it having essentially a bunch of dried blood and some chunks, like tiny bits of flesh, in with the broken, shattered glass.
Yuri, this reminds me of high school. Yes.
Yes.
Third roll. 2 successes.
All right. With the third roll, you manage to essentially bypass the panel and hit and just hot wire the actual door. These things are simple to activate if you know how to do it. Your character very much does. So, that it grinds a bit. It's slightly bent because of being repeatedly struck by something heavy trying to open it, but it does open. The player, of course, is fighting me as usual. Hopefully that will do it. And of course, there was enough lag that it did not actually. God damn it. Alright, well, we're just going to take the door, and I'm just going to move the door out of the way for right now. These smaller doors can be hard to make work. So there we go. That door has opened. Congratulations. Inside the room, you see that this is a room that does not have its own lights in it. It's essentially a glorified closet. In fact, it really is just a actual closet. In said closet, though, you should be able to see if you walk forwards a tiny bit. In the closet, you're able to see that there is the unconscious form of a person. Looks like a adult female, probably mid-30s, at a glance. Just moving into the room slightly, and that should reveal it.
Is there a cause of death?
She's unconscious.
So,
Oh.
I presume that Jacob probably would be called up and whatnot to check the body, because up until this point, you guys have basically just encountered bodies. So, we just move you into the room. Is that faster? All right.
I got it.
So, Jacob enters the room and give me a medicine check. So this is going to be medicine intelligence. Target number is going to be a 7, and I can tell you just from the get-go that you are able to tell that this woman is alive. And we will go from there based on the results of the check. There we go. Finally unscrewed up the door.
Sorry about that. Almost in. Ooh. Explodey dice, too.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Well, I'm seeing that you got 5 successes on that, so even if your dice explode, 5 successes is sufficient. You only needed 3. So, you're able to, you might as well roll the explosions as well, but I'll talk as it's going on. So as you look her over, you're able to find that yes, this person is in fact alive. They're in addition to a couple of other just like essentially scattered on ends, it looks like they kind of like frantically pulled a bunch of things down off of the shelves. You're able to see that there scattered about them are some discarded and used medical supplies. You, given the roll that you had, you're able to check since they're not really responsive. You check their eyes. The breathing is regular but shallow. Their pupils are, they do respond to light, but the best you're able to get out of them is essentially a twitch and a moan. But she hasn't regained consciousness. Looking at the vials, or at the medical supplies on the ground, you find that there are several spent injectors for a sedative that is, just lying on the floor by her.
Do our guys carry handcuffs?
You have zip ties.
Fucking zip tie her now, dude.
Alright, yeah. I'll zip tie her to the, gently but securely to something solid. Are these,
Yuri's rock hard body.
No, not Yuri's rock hard body.
Wow.
Sorry. I was
What's
somewhere
wrong
else.
with Yuri's rock hard body? That thing works great if you gotta, secure something to it.
No, are these cats?
Low techno music starts playing in the background.
We work hard, we play hard.
Triple Lolski.
Can we?
God, can't save you.
Is the shelf secured, bolted down?
The shelves are bolted to the walls. Yes, they are pretty stable. Like I said, there's essentially a bunch of odds and ends, electrical supplies at a glance. On the ground by her, there's a largely spent medical kit. You do see that essentially in your inspection of the shelves, there is a intact and unopened med kit as well.
I'll just go ahead and snap that.
Okay.
I secure her, and then I break out the snuff box and put it underneath her nose.
All right. So not asking what you should do. You're just doing it. Okay. So you snap open.
This can't possibly go poorly.
All right. So
Hey.
you
I know what I'm doing.
you take a thing of smelling salts. And I should say also note, if you take the medical kit has an encumbrance value of 3. So there you go. So it's additional medical supplies. Theoretically, you could break the stuff that it's made up of out and disperse amongst other people, but that's it.
Or I could grab it to Yuri's.
But
No, Yuri already has shotgun at his 3 encumbrance.
yeah, most of you guys aren't super strong. Anyways, so you crack open a little ampule of smelling salts underneath your face. Takes about 10 seconds and whatnot for it to fully rise and wake up, but she does essentially groans, rolls around. Her eyes slowly flutter open. There's a look of complete confusion on her face as she looks up and kind of like looks around the room, sees like I said, this room doesn't have its own lights. The flashlights you guys have are usually on your guns, so you're just a backlit silhouette really as things are right now, and she sees you leaning over her and essentially reaching out towards her and starts to scream and kick and flail. Yeah,
Ow!
I mean,
Stop!
you did restrain her,
Stop.
but at least somewhat. What do you guys do?
I tried to calm her down, and I explained that my name is Dr. Tanner, and I just found her, and she's okay. She's safe.
Okay. Give me a charisma persuasion check.
That is my best check. Charisma.
I'm gonna say, target number on this is she's pretty thoroughly panicked and also drugged and out of it. So target number on this is gonna say is gonna be an 8.
Okay. Can I use luck?
If you have luck points, sure. What would you get?
All right.
What was your roll?
I haven't rolled yet. I was just.
Can I? No, I can't assist. Right? What do you need for assistance?
You need instruction to assist, and you also would need to be in the room.
Oh! No! Wait, yes. No.
Excellent.
No, I didn't.
All right.
I didn't. I might have made things worse.
Yep, that is a fumble.
Oh, God.
Good thing she's tied up.
That sounds horrible. Let's never utter that again.
So she's just the woman's just screaming. It's like, what? Who are you? Get out! No! And she basically is screaming, completely panicked, and actually manages, as you're trying to calm her down and explain things, you find it really hard to it's really hard to talk when somebody is repeatedly like kicking you in the chest and the head.
He goes, "We're here to take you."
Yeah.
I don't even get like, we're here to take you with us. It's like, I'm here to taste you.
Yeah.
Not to put words in other players' mouths, but wouldn't this be a great time for the sergeant to say, "I'm Rick James, bitch"?
Yeah, possibly, but I think I'm just watching, just going, "Wow, I'm so glad the doctor is, trained to take care of this shit."
I have absolutely no bedside manner. There's a reason I'm in the military.
Yeah. So Jacob, I'm
You
gonna
have
say
bad side manner.
because of the fumble, take 1 point of pain damage from the process of trying to restrain and calm her down. She, while she's not like frail or weak or anything, she gets tired after a bit. If anyone's ever done any grappling, you get tired really fast when you're trying to force somebody off of you, especially if your hands around it. So, you are able to. She basically gets like one really good, just like full on heal to the helmet on ya. But I'm presuming Nagumo. Nagumo, does he go over and help, or is he just laughing?
What in the world would I help with? I'm the engineer, not a doctor.
There you go.
I mean, I have some medical training, but at the same time, it's like priorities at the same time. No, I'm actually a nice guy. No, I would help.
You don't like round-eye women?
Okay, so you do manage to restrain her, but at least
You want me to just shoot her?
Jacob has flat out failed to calm her down enough to get much of anything coherent out of her.
I've actually made it worse.
Yes.
So
she
if
is
she's just
more
screaming
panicked now.
ridiculously,
Yes.
if she's just screaming ridiculously, I am gonna go in there and I'm gonna slap her across the face and like, I'm Rick James, bitch! And we're here to rescue you!
I mean, so interestingly, she does continue screaming. For a good, at this point, it's been a good like minute since she woke up. As you have managed to restrain her, but
I mean, anyway, so.
Yeah. So let me just do one thing here. As you are able to eventually manhandle her enough that she's kind of like forced to calm down. As she does start to get quiet, I mean that tends to happen when the doctor is actually like pressing their holding their hands over their patients' mouths. As she starts to quiet down, remember this is a internal space. It's like these are very contained rooms and hallways, and as a result, echoes kind of carry. So she does quiet down the echoes as they start to fade. Yuri and Pavel, you guys are the first to start hearing noises and whatnot coming from the other side of the doors. Oh no, you don't get to move, just randomly in reaction. I'm gonna say, give me a passive perception check. So perception and wits.
Sorry, but because of what's going on with roll 20 with me, would you be okay with rolling for me?
Sure. So you're okay. So your guy, a good character sheet here. Everybody should give me their character sheet. For those of you that haven't, also that kind of important.
And I just want to say I'm sorry to bother you with this, but literally roll 20 hasn't worked for me once on a roll tonight. I just want the game to move along.
That's all right. You got 2 degrees. You got 2 successes on your check.
So what inputs?
So target number on this is just going to be a 7, and it's just wits and investigation.
Is it everybody or just the 2 of them?
Oh, just 2 of them. The 2 guys down separate from the group by the doors with all the blood.
Yeah. Scout's got a scout.
Yeah. So as she does start to calm down a little bit and become a bit more lucid, you start to essentially manage to largely just tell her like, hey, are you calm down, tell me what's going on. So you remove your hand from her mouth, and she tells you that why do you wake me up? It's going to know, it's going to hear. They're going to come back. And she's essentially like on the verge of, she hasn't completely come out of hysteria, but like is barely holding it together. This encounter would not go the way I would.
I rolled 2 successes.
All right. Well, you guys, as you're checking out down that hallway, I do remember that you had told me that what you were doing at that end of the hallway is that you were just going to walk up to the doors and hit the buttons. So.
No. Not. I didn't mean those buttons. I meant we walked by the door that didn't work.
Oh, okay.
And we pressed it, and then just continue down the hall.
All right. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. All right. So you guys are close enough to those doors that you do hear essentially a moaning sound issue forth from inside of it as both doors open up. Yes, they can open doors. And you were able to see into where you guys are. You guys, like the rest of you, didn't really read the map. You've largely just been going off of the directions Nagumo's been giving you. But these are the living quarters for the facility. And yeah, so
that's a lie. These guys are dead.
And here we go. Come on, let me move you. There. Come on. There we go. That's good enough. Alright, so I don't know why the map is glitching that way. That's really annoying. The doors open up, and at this point, congratulations. Roll for initiative. And you guys do, because like the target threshold just for your situational awareness, which is obviously a bit lacking, was if you had gotten 3 degrees of success, then you would have had an opportunity to move away before the round of combat starts. So let me just call something up here really quick. I'm gonna go to the whole enemies tab. All right. Well, these guys are pretty relatively sluggish, it looks like. Initiative is, that's right, wits and willpower combined. Okay. You know what? That's right. When I said roll for initiative, you guys actually have to do a cohesion check. That's right. I'm forgetting my mechanics. All right, so cohesion checks. This is for everybody. Talked with Ed, the game designer, on this, and he had a excellent idea on how to improve them. So, what that idea is instead of the before, where it was the lowest out of willpower and charisma, add willpower and charisma together. That's how many dice you roll. The cohesion level you're on, though, is what determines how many successes you require. So as cohesion gets frayed, it gets harder and harder to actually pass these things. Right now, at this level, everyone only needs to get a single cohesion check, or a single success on the cohesion check to stay at confident cohesion.
What's the target number?
Target number is a 6 plus any modifiers. Only a few of you guys had dropped from full ammo to half ammo, but half ammo does not modify things, and I don't think no one's taken enough damage to have the health modifiers. So everyone add charisma, willpower, roll them together, and you need one die at least that's over a 6.
Nagumo succeeds.
Willpower. So 5 and 3.
I am going to add my luck, one of my luck points to. I think it's actually my last luck point.
No. You only need one die that's over a 6. In looking at your roll,
yeah, but I also roll
ones
one.
don't cancel out unless they are large. You have more ones than you have successes.
Okay, so I'm fine. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the target number? I'm gonna roll it just to see what
6.
happens over here. 6. Okay.
Yep.
You might have to roll it for me though.
Do you not have own any D10s, man?
No, I don't.
I had 6 successes.
You had 6 successes. All right. Well, all you need is 1. So basically, if somebody didn't get at least 1, I need to know. Otherwise, you guys are just bragging.
Oh, you gotta roll for Matt.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and we have his character card.
Yeah, we do have. Yeah, we do have his character sheet. That's true.
Yeah, yeah, the paint filled in character sheet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Doodling like a 2-year-old. Oh damn, son!
So
Can't even color in the lines.
He has
And
two
specifically, when he
charisma.
sent it to me twice, and the one that I showed you guys is the quote-unquote unfucked version.
I love him.
All right. It is. He has a
Like the
cohesion.
adorable
He does have a
crippled
cohesion of
plastic.
2. Holy shit! His character is, or no, he completely messed that up. He has a cohesion of 4. All right. He succeeds.
What he
Okay.
probably has it. He has it to the old number you had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at it. His whole dots thing. Makes it really kind of hard to tell how many points there are in things. It's
So we're
alright.
changing-
I'll fix it at some point.
We're changing cohesion to add charisma
now-
and willpower.
Yep, you add charisma.
Willpower
and
plus
to your
charisma.
dice.
Okay.
Not worse than the 2.
Okay.
Yep.
My cohesion's now an 8.
It's now an 8. Damn.
I am very charismatic. Yeah.
All right. So, this is that whole thing that was talked about. And I know I did just change it there at the last minute, kind of. But the thing that was discussed after last week's episode about everybody learning the rules so that things can go a bit faster when we're playing. That would be a thing that I would request people do. Because every time you guys start a fight, you are going to have to do charisma check. God damn it, I'm just moving the doors out of the way, because what the hell. I think I'm going to change it to make the doors a multi-sided token going forwards. That's going to take a bit of additional work, but it's just, this is just too tedious. Alright. Did anybody fail?
Is all good in the
Alright.
nightmare hood.
Okay, then if nobody failed, because you guys did not spot them before they burst out, they are going to have, essentially have the opportunity to stumble out into the hallway towards you guys. But you guys get to choose when you go, basically after this round. It's like they surprised you, and then after this round, you guys get to pick when you get to go. So, stumbling out, and when I say stumbling, these are not really slow zombies. You have 2 groups of zombies that are, we're calling them zombies. They're horrifyingly fucked up people. Their flesh has melted and run in some areas. You have no idea what happened or how, but whatever it is, you don't really like it. You're not really huge fans. And 2 groups of them stumble out. So there's a total of 6 enemies in the hallway. This is learning combat mechanics. To make things a bit easier to control, they are all in a group on the page. or on the screen. That way, as we get more and more enemies, it's easier to tell what the hell is where. Anyways, let me hit the music here. Alright. So, now they have settled out. They are going to move forwards and attack Yuri and Pavel. You guys, at this point, we have started the initiative order. They are going to swing and swipe at you. They are going to do this collectively. Essentially, all three of them that are on each of these little groups here, each of these little hordes, are going to swing together. So this is going to be a melee strength check. It is going against Yuri. You are the first one who is going to get attacked. So, target number is a 5. You're going to add your brawl and your strength together, and see how many successes you're able to get. That is versus them. They have a strength of 5 and a brawl of 3. So their value is an 8, and there are 2 of them that are helping out. So that is going to push it up to 10 dice. Okay, there we go. Balancing the music with the sound is difficult. So yeah, congratulations, zombie fight. I'm just getting their roll. So the one that's against you, target number is a 5. However many dice go above a 5.
I had 3 successes.
Okay, they had 6 successes. So this is just a simple swipe. They're not trying to grapple you. So target number on this is let's see. They're using bare hands. That means that target number is a 5, but it's modified by your armor. Your armor is a 2.
Yep.
So or your damage modifier for your armor is a 2. Kill modifier is 4. Doesn't really matter. They can't kill you outright with melee swipes. So that means that their target number is a 7. So 3 dice. 1 success, so you take 1 point of damage onto your armor. If you don't have on your armor, it goes onto paint.
Yeah.
Okay. Going on Pavel. Same basic stuff here.
Okay, I've loaded up an online dice roller, so
Sure. So, like I said, add your strength and your brawl, and then roll that. Target number is a 5, and you're just counting successes. Versus
so
them.
it's got to be over a 5.
Yep. Mike, am I forgetting, like, for this kind of melee stuff, does their number of dice get taken down by the defense of the people they're attacking?
Mike?
John, I got 1 success, unfortunately.
I mean, that's kind of bad. Yeah, it is subtracted by your defense. Your character's defense is what?
My defense is 7.
You've got a defense of 7?
Yeah, dexterity plus wits.
No, it's lowest out of dexterity and wits.
All right, then I've got a defense of 4.
Okay, so that means that they have. That means that one of these exploded. Okay, so they have a total of 4 successes. Subtracted the ones that you got makes it 3. You are wearing light armor, so your damage modifier is only a +1. So their target number is a 5. It goes to a 6. Nope. You take 1 point of armor damage. So they come straight at you guys and just swiping. You manage to essentially like kind of beat and push them away, but in the process you get bruised and kind of like clawed up a little bit. You do note that while they appear to be relatively physically frail, you're not actually sure how they're still alive and how they're standing up. They are inhumanly strong. So that actually is kind of what surprised you and gave them the opportunity to actually hurt you in this little scuffle. There we go. The surprise round is done. You guys now get to choose when and how you act. So this is now round 1 of the fight. I take it that you guys are going to go first.
Yeah, no, we're going first. Pavel and Yuri are going to be up first to shoot stuff off them, and basically everyone else is going to move into support.
Okay. Sounds good.
Alright, do I shoot now?
Yeah. So if you're going first, you specify what you're doing, and you do it.
How many now? I can take. I can shoot and move.
Yep, you can shoot, move. You can move and shoot. You can theoretically move and shoot while doing it, but that usually has penalty.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot and then move.
Okay.
So.
All right. So which one
gunnery
target?
plus
The one right in front
the
of
one
you?
the one that's right in front of me.
Okay. They have a. So you take your gunnery and your wits, and that is going to be rolled against their defense, or you subtract their defense, and that tells you how many dice you get to roll. They are right up on you. They are, because they are in the process of grappling you. I'm going to say that the to hit number is 7. Yes, they're right there, but you know they're so close. It's actually like you're kind of batting them away. They have a defense of 2. So subtract 2 dice from your roll. Target number is a 7 to hit.
All right. 0.
No successes. Shit.
I shoot at them point blank with a shotgun. And
If you
miss.
have any luck, you could spend a point of luck to give yourself 2 successes.
No, I apparently missed.
All right. So yeah, in the process of them, essentially they're kind of like wrestling with you almost for the shotgun. The gun goes off, but no joy. All right, Pablo, you are up.
Yep. It's I'm gonna unload on them. So it's gunnery plus what?
Gunnery plus wits.
Plus what?
Oh, and forgot the sound effect of you actually shooting there. There we go.
Okay. What's my target number?
Target number on this, likewise, they are in the process of grappling you, so target number is a 7.
3 successes.
All right, so Pavel he pistol whips one and then starts unloading into them. All right, and
Now that I've shot, can I move?
well, so you have to actually roll the damage down. So you get 3 dice to do damage. Their modifier, they are not wearing armor, or they don't have anything that makes them super hard to kill. So they have no damage or kill modifier. So you go purely off of the weapons stats. You are on with the pistol. Pistol's hit or damage threshold is a 6. Kill threshold is an 8.
Okay, so I got a 7 and a 10.
You get a 7 and a 10. All right, so that means that you managed to essentially headshot and blow one of them down. And otherwise, if you do point damage to one of the others, it honestly barely seems to register a notice. So, congratulations, you have caused it to get a bit weaker, and so we move that horde 1 tick down. There we go. All right, and otherwise, like I said, they are hurt, but they are alive. So they're at 13 of 21. There we go. And so now, as a bonus, well, at least I can see their health bar. Oh, you know what? I can make it so everybody can see their health bar. That would probably be smart, wouldn't it? Let's see, that's bar number 3. Everybody can see. Visible to everyone. There we go. Alright. Bam. Sweet. There we go. And the other one is perfectly fine. Okay, you guys are done. You can both move away if you want.
Yeah. John, could you please move my token as far back as you can while keeping as much of the enemy and Yuri, as much of the enemy covered as I can?
Sure. All right. So, if you want to be able to keep eyes on them, then the furthest back you're realistically going to be able to go is essentially you're just like backing kind of straight up and almost running straight into Nagumo. So yeah, you keep backing up until you bump into that wall.
Well, no, that's too far. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Put me next to Nagumo, basically. Next to Nagumo and one forward. How's that sound?
There you go. Sounds good. All right, Yuri, where are you going?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right back here.
Okay. All right, who's up next?
Thanks, John.
Sure.
Maybe I can take out one of these groups, so I'll jump in.
All right.
Unless someone else really wants to go for next.
I don't know. You guys you're a team. You gotta talk to each other.
I don't think it's entirely necessary for me to do anything unless everybody else kind of screws the pooch on it.
We find the rest of the crew. They're very hungry. They have eaten nothing. They're pulling my hair and asking for snacks and trying to eat my fucking nose!
Well, that sounds like a problem.
I'm honestly curious at this point if you guys are going to encounter a single enemy throughout the entire course of the campaign that their first action of the enemy is not to try to molest Yuri and Pavel.
I mean, Yuri's charisma is very high, so
yeah.
So you know,
they all want him.
I quick question here. Since this is sort of a group of zombies, I suppose I can't really make cold shots, right?
I mean, you can on individuals if you want. Them moving as part of a group, being so tightly packed together, is going to make the shot a bit more difficult. But
I think I'll just shoot at the group as a whole. Take regular. I'll double tap.
Okay.
And sorry, what's the target number? 7.
Target number on this is 7.
And you said their defense is 2.
Their defense is a 2.
Okay. Jesus. Okay.
That's one success.
One success.
Okay.
So
you tried rolling an explosion, didn't explode. All right. So you scored 1 hit. Target number to do damage is 6. Target number to kill is an 8. Which cluster were you attacking?
The one that's already injured.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's one of these things where you don't miss. That being said, you've been walking around. This place is pretty dark. Your eyes are kind of adjusted to it, and you walk around the hallway because you hear gunfire, shouting, and some terrible noises. And while yes, you can see them quite clearly, they are silhouetted in front of a roaring fire at the other end of the hallway, which momentarily blinds you, and so your shots go wild. Well, they go wild like the ladies.
For Yuri, yes.
All right, who's up next?
If it's Nagumo now, he would. Yeah. If everyone else is gone, Nagumo would go last. But Nagumo would be
Paul and Rico both haven't gone.
Okay, Nagumo is standing by.
Gotcha. I am also going to say that essentially, unless people like take a knee, that you can only shoot through one other member of your squad that is standing directly in front of you. Because these are they're not super tight corridors, but I mean they're only 3 meters across. So.
All right, I'll go. Hang on.
Okay.
Can I move Paul up here?
Yeah. Go ahead.
And he's gonna take a shot at this one down here.
Sure. All right.
Now, what the heck is Matt's? Matt's had like.
He has a ludicrously high gunnery.
Yeah.
So his gunnery is hold on a sec. I'm gonna call this back up. Oops. No, whatever, it's on the screen, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, he's got a wits of 4 and a gunnery of 5. Or 6. I think of 6. Yeah, he's got a 10. So he gets 8 dice. You know, he's got 8 dice.
8 dice?
Yep.
I'll just roll. 8 dice and target is a 7, we said?
Yep.
Alright.
So he fires
8 dice. 8 dice, 7, 3 successes.
Okay, 3 successes. All right. Tell me what happened.
So, hey guys, what's going on down the hall? And he turns and he says, "Oh shit!" and pops off a couple rounds, like
Okay.
right over, right as Pavel is like diving back. He shoots right over him and clips
Okay.
the one that was.
So he gets
attacking Gary.
3 dice to do damage. Target number is a 6.
For the record, I'm staying with the patient. My gun drawn for protection.
Sure.
To
All right, 1 success.
Yep. Okay, so 1 success. So that group, that cluster has lost another point of health. Yeah, I mean, the dude stumbles a bit, but he is still coming. There is no fear, no, essentially nothing seemingly but anger, hunger, and rage.
Wait, are they infected with rage? I hope not.
Good reference.
All right, John, the one directly across from me.
Yep.
What is they're not wearing any armor, right?
Nope. There's no modifier
right.
on the damage.
All right, so double tap a 9, a 10, and a 3. So that's going to be 2 kill hits on the top one.
Okay. So 2 kill hits on the top one.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you guys concentrate your fire and you show everybody how it's done, and you manage to drop the last remaining 2. Yeah.
Sweet.
So there we go. So that group's down. All right. And who else has not? Has anyone not gone? I think everyone has gone. Oh, Nagumo. Nagumo has not attacked.
Any targets remaining?
There are. Yep. There's a whole other cluster. Full
Hey,
strength.
Nagumo, I bet you'll never guess what's going on with your microphone right now.
Oh goodness.
No, why did you tell him? What the fuck, man? It was the best! Shit, now he's gonna fix it! What the hell?
He can't fix it. He doesn't know how.
But if
I'm
you
off
don't
headset
kill him,
right now. It ran out of battery.
oh
It's
my
all good. It's all
god,
good.
I love it! I don't even care!
Tonight on
no echoing.
we got some
shit.
smooth R&B for you tonight on the Quiet Stone.
All right. Consider
Just
this like
call me Deep Throat.
consider
Coming to
this
you
my
live
audio game
from the
face.
top of
So whatever.
Olympus Mons.
All right. Nagumo's being conservative right now. He knows that he really is the key to get the next step of this right unless people fumble through their way.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nagumo is only going to be in a supporting fire position to shoot past people, or to be supporting fire for anyone that might be under immediate threat, and he will double tap any threat against them.
Yeah, are you not able to see what's going on?
Not at the moment.
All right.
Not at the moment, I'm sorry.
There's a group of enemies that are about 4 meters in front of you and that are kind of charging down the hallway. Everybody else in the group concentrated the fire on the other group of zombies. They knocked out half of them, the remaining half coming right at you. The target roll that you have.
Alright.
Your gunnery and wits.
Alright.
-2. Target number is 7 to be able to hit them.
Gotcha. Gunnery wits would be 6. Reduce that by 2, it becomes 4. Rolling that now.
Sounds like Duke Nukem.
It's music from Doom 2016. One of the tasks I had today was to get the rest of the tracks so that I could have more diversity, but getting the sounds that would play took all of today, so...
Success is 3. Rolling 3 dice for damage.
Against 6? Yeah.
Two damage to that cluster.
Alright, so 2 points of damage. So I was looking for the rest of my D10s. Not sure what I did with them after I got back from the COVID mission. So yeah, they are still coming towards you. Okay, you guys have all acted. That means that they are now going to act. They are quite speedy, as it happens. Everything in the system actually moves pretty fast in combat. So yeah, they are right up on you guys. It's a cluster of 3 occupying the same square. I mean, theoretically, I could break them out into multiple tokens if I wanted to. But point being, they're able to attack 3 of you guys simultaneously. And we're gonna go with the 3 guys in front. So Paul, Nagumo, and Yuri.
No,
sorry.
Pavel.
Paul. Hold on.
Pavel, Nagumo, and Yuri.
You're right. Pavel, Yuri, and Rico are the 3 guys that are in front.
It sure does not want a piece of Yuri. It's right here. It's very delicious.
Oh no, Yuri's getting attacked. So, all right. This is again.
Oh, Yuri and Rico.
Yeah. So it's an opposed roll. They've got. You guys tell me what your defense is. They've got 8 dice to begin with. So, Pavel, I know. Remember that you had 4. Yuri had 2. Don't remember what Rico has.
Rico has 4.
All right.
Nagumo 3.
All right, Rico, why don't we go versus you first? You said Rico's got 4, so here we go. That's 1 exploding 10. That's 2 exploding 10s. All right, well, they got 3 successes against Rico.
I got 4.
Okay, so they do not successfely manage. Or the zombie that comes at you, you manage to, kind of grapple it away.
Loaded DM dice.
Okay, here we go. This is versus Yuri. 1.
I gotta step away for just a minute.
2. Okay, they have 4 successes against Yuri. Yuri, what do you have for your grapple?
That's brawl target of
5. Brawl and strength target of 5.
3 successes.
Okay, so they have 1 damage roll. They do not succeed. And then going versus Pavel. Let's see. It's cocked. 2 successes against Pavel.
Oh, we gotta roll his.
Oh, all right.
No, actually, no. He has his thing up.
Oh, that's right. So Jason, it's your strength and your brawl put together. Oh. we've been rolling this as though it's a grapple. Apparently, an unarmed attack actually is. You guys don't roll against it as well. So, whoops.
I
Whatever.
was wondering about that. So they're not grabbing us?
No, they've been actually swiping at you guys, and that, yeah.
Oh.
So I've been screwing that up. It doesn't really matter. It would have actually worked out a bit worse for you guys with the earlier rolls. So it all works out. Is Jason still there?
And this is how everybody dies.
All right. So, like I said, I got 2 successes against Jason. If somebody wants to give a roll for him, I'm presuming his speech is probably screwed up. This goes into
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
there we
Hear me?
go.
I got 1 success.
All right. Well, they're gonna roll against you to do damage, and they fail. Okay, so we're going into round 2 of combat. You guys get to act when and how you want. So yeah, there you go. You don't
Yuri
really,
does not fall back. He just takes shotgun, unloads again.
gotcha. Okay. So takes aim.
Well, Pavel will dump magazine into enemy.
All right, sounds good.
So attack roll again.
All right. Yep, same numbers and whatnot as before. They're still right up on you, so it's still going to be with the target number of 7.
Oh yeah, baby.
Sorry, target number what?
7. Oh, I got 3 successes.
And
Okay.
it's,
So 3
that's
successes.
it's
and
gunnery
then,
plus-
so Yuri rolls those same ones again. He uses the damage for a shotgun, which is in that handy.
It's a wits gunnery?
handout. The what?
So yeah, I got. It's devastating. The rule.
Yep.
So damage inflicted is affected in a distance of maximum of 3.
Yes. So yes, you do a maximum of 3 points of damage with that shotgun. And then I'll just pop the weapon rules PDF so that the folks at home, and theoretically anyone that ever watches this, can see. All right. So combat shotgun. It has a damage threshold of 4, a kill threshold of 6, which these guys have no modifications on that, so that is what they get. You can do, you have 2 shots. It fires 2 rounds a turn. That means that you can do damage with 2 dice as part of this attack. But because that's the devastating special rule, the closer you are to the target, the more points of damage each of those particular dice can deal. You are right up on top of them, so with you being within 0 to 2 meters, they do 3 points of damage per hit. And your character has
Up close and personal.
Yep, up close and personal. So you do a bonus point of damage on top of that for
additional
enemies within 5. So it's 4 points of damage for each damage roll. So yeah, you've got you said 3 successes. Target number is 4.
Oh shit. Hold on, let me get back to 3 successes. Target of 4. And rolling. 9. Oh!
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
are those kill shots?
Those are kill shots. So Yuri, you overcame your initial shock and whatnot. Now you only killed 2 of them because that's the maximum number that you can kill. But yeah, so there you go. You have successfully killed 2 of these guys. Now there we go. We got another one. All right, so they are down to a single dude on that square. Let me change that up.
I got 4 successes.
You got 4 successes. All right, you have to roll to actually do damage. So doing damage is on a 6.
Uh, 5 successes.
5 successes. Wow. Wait, you said you had 4 successes to actually hit. And
Yes.
then damage dice
So roll-
don't explode.
So roll. So, okay, so I'm sorry. Roll. Okay, hang on. I'm re-rolling.
Yeah, you have to say the actual numbers.
Okay, I got 2 9s.
All right,
I
2
got a
9s.
5.
That's 2 kill
9s
shots
and
on.
a 2.
So
Great.
yeah, you guys have successfully managed to clean them up and finish them. So bam, there you
We
go.
have massacred the weakest enemy in the game, guys. High fives all around.
Yeah,
Hey,
Eat
guys.
that.
Yes, yeah. We've
it
done
only
it.
took you guys
That's
2
real.
rounds of combat
doing it.
to defeat
So-
a inferior number. So literally, there were less of them than there are you of the weakest enemy in the game. Congratulations. And they did damage to you.
So here's the point where here's the point where Rico's gonna look at Yuri and Pavel and say, "How about we fucking scout and pay the fuck attention to the shit
But the fire
around us? All right? That sound good, guys?
We killed them.
Something's fucking wrong
We
here.
killed them.
Bitch.
We do all the work. We search all the bodies. We got all of the watches.
The watches.
What
What
are we
about the one
doing?
on his wrist?
Oh, Pavel, you stop this girl. Oh, Pavel, you go open the store. Oh, Pavel, you go get manly love from Tentacle Beast. All day I'm running around obeying orders. He complain. Yeesh.
Yes, play.
As they say,
Did you not want to be the point man?
as the Americans women always say, baby, I want a divorce.
Did you want to be the point man, or did you want to just be a bitch all day?
He makes a powerful
In your native tongue, Pavel, in your native tongue, don't be beached.
So you guys have to do a ammo check as combat has now ended. So with combat being over, the ammo check is your survival and your intelligence, both of those together, and your target number for a 2-round combat is a 6. So everybody roll. If you get fewer than 3 successes, tell me. Like, say how many successes you get in general, but...
I got 3 successes.
No. 4 successes.
Now, I will say that as just a general ruling here, Jacob did not fire and thus expended no ammo and does not have to perform an ammo check.
Sorry, what's the roll for an ammo check again?
Intelligence and survival. So...
I got 2 successes.
Okay.
And what's the target? And the target number is?
Target number is a 6. So interesting. I just rolled for him because he's not here. And let me just make sure that I did that correctly here. All right, his intelligence and his Mac here. All right, his intelligence was a 1, and his survival, yeah, okay, I did it correct. So he had 5 dice. He got 1 success and 2 fumbles. So, all right, that means that he got 1 fumble net. So that is either reduce the ammo status of all weapon types used in the previous combat to their next lowest level, or reduce the ammo status of one weapon type that was used in the previous combat by 2 levels of the GM's choice. I mean, he only had one weapon that he was using. So he has just gone from, he was at half ammo last time because he had failed his check at the end of the last session. So he is now out of low ammo, or light ammo. He apparently is used to lugging around heavy weapons and just like fucking literally just completely spraying. So yeah, he is out of ammo. That means that he's got
Inquiry on that front. Is there any way that teammates can share ammo?
Yes, there is.
Take a
I'll
penalty.
get to that. First off, so he is now out of light ammo. The rest of you guys, how did things go?
I have 1 success.
Yuri, 2 successes.
Okay, so is
Nagumo, 4 successes.
Rico?
2.
All right. So that means then I think it's so Rico, Oslam, and Yuri. Everybody that got 1 or 2 successes, reduce the ammo status of one ammo type used in the previous combat, player's choice, to its next lowest level. You only use one type of weapon, so.
I'm low on ammo.
All right. So, in the end, who is going to need to make a like a way on the page and whatnot? Actually, just talking with somebody is going to make us some fillable and like digital character sheets that you can actually use in Roll20 for this, which is pretty cool. But need to get away also so that like we can see the ammo status. For you guys right now, who is at full ammo score?
Nagumo is still full ammo.
Okay. And I'm taking. All right. So there's no penalty to be at half ammo. I would recommend that that Nagumo and Jacob donate 1 thing of ammo to basically donate 1 thing of ammo to Paul. Will bring him up to low ammo, and then give the other one wherever it needs to go, or hold on to it. Be greedy, whatever you want to do.
I'm at low.
Affirmative. Nagumo would give to the best shooter. That would be our sharpshooter.
Remember, you are always able to shoot a pistol if you're, even if you are out of ammo. The thing that you lose on it is it affects cohesion. Yeah, anything with holdout weapon, which is the pistol, the magnum, and the submachine gun. If you guys get them later on, submachine gun is basically the weakest of the rifle equivalent guns in the game. The reason you would use it is because you can always use it even if you are out of ammo. So,
It's better than the pistol.
it is. They're actually kind of equivalent. Short answer is it. You can theoretically do 5 points of damage with it a turn. Just because it has a high rate of fire, but its damage threshold and kill threshold are both 1 worse. Otherwise, functionally identical. Alright, so you guys cross-load ammo. At this point, what is it that you guys are going to do? There's fire in front of you, some crazy freaking weird, half-melted people just charged at you guys out of the room and tried to kill you with their bare hands and some, generic tools.
We need to check the room they came out of, for one.
Okay.
Yeah, boss, go down to room where the bad guys came out of. Got it. Moving.
Gotcha.
Gary, if you want to go in the fucking room, I'll go in the fucking room. All right? Does that sound better?
No, we'll check for vodka and
No,
cigarettes.
no,
and
no.
watches.
We check for watches, vodka, you know.
Potato
Fucking do
chips.
it.
Who even wears
Quit the
watches?
bitching.
If you can move me up with Yuri, I'd appreciate it because I can't use Roll20 apparently.
Yeah, I got you. Here, actually, you know what? I'll put us both together, and then I'll like both of us, and I'll just move us like this.
Awesome.
You're my best friend, walking through my best friend. You're my best friend.
Come
All
on,
right,
party. Let's party.
Nagumo, check your Discord chat.
Where am I?
Okay, so while you guys basically move down into the living quarters, and down in the living quarters, you see that a lot of stuff is kind of some of this place is kind of thrown around. You can see that there's basically a big puddle of blood and gore in the middle of the room, but otherwise it doesn't really look like whatever the main shit that went down here doesn't really look like it actually happened here in this particular room.
There's more drag marks over to that side. Are there lockers and stuff where we can
Yes, there are
procure
lockers.
stuff?
Yep, there are lockers on the walls.
It's time to loot.
Yep, these things right here that I just pinged, those are lockers right to your west.
All right, so I go to. Let me see. I go to this one. Pavel, you gonna go down to this one down here?
Okay.
Yep, we'll be down there. Yep.
So you guys are checking out the room. I'm gonna say both of you guys are gonna have to do a. Essentially, it's going to be an active perception. So perception and intelligence.
Intelligence and investigation and intelligence check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the woman if she wants to come with me so I can protect her.
So give me a persuasion check again.
Oh God.
I'm gonna say this target number is only going to be a 6 though.
Hey, lady, would you like to hang out with the guy who cowered in a room while the manly Yuri killed all the zombies in the hallway?
Hey, lady, would you like to be with the guy who has a gun pointed at the door just in case anything got through the manly guy outside?
John, what's the target on our investigation?
Target on your investigation is I'm gonna say target on the investigation is going to be it's going to be a 7.
Can I go in there and search as well? My D20 roll 20 crashed, so I can't move. It's coming back.
It's crashing for me too.
Yep. I'll put you guys.
I got
there.
3 successes on that roll.
3 successes.
Intelligence plus investigation and a target number of 7. All right.
Where are you going?
Okay, and so what did you do? How did you do on the the persuasion check, Jake? I would suggest just rolling actual dice and rather than rolling Roll20, just because it's really slow. Okay, so down are the rolls that I'm seeing right here. Those are for post combat. That's the searching.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so yep, we've got 3 successes. So Rico, as you hear a bunch of like stuff kind of like smashing and clattering as the scouts move into the room. So you kind of like rush into the room thinking that maybe there are more of those things in there. And you just as you come in, you just see that the noise is literally they're just like opening and just rifling through people's shit. In the process, Yuri, you did actually roll well enough that you find in one of the lockers, you find basically remember how way back when mentioned that there were 3 pistols that were in like the arms room for riot control purposes here. You don't find one of the pistols, but you find a box of ammo in one of the lockers. So, all right, so that means that is literally 1 level of light ammo. So that can go to...
I'm back up to hot. Yeah.
I got 2 successes and 1 fumble.
All right, with 2 successes. She was kind of hysterical when things first started out and was, essentially saying like, no, we have to, let me loose, we have to get away, they're going to kill everyone. And then, the gunfire only lasted for about 15 seconds or so. And then just essentially hearing the rest of it.
All is clear.
Exactly, yeah. Hearing from everybody else the all clear, she finally starts to essentially calm down and realize that it's like, oh, actually, you guys, she's used to panicked civilians largely helpless in this. You guys might have a slightly better chance. So, yes, her response is like, all right, just fucking untie me and help me get out of this place.
Oh dear.
So,
right.
there you go.
I explained to her that it's probably safer just to stay with us. I cut her bonds and let her up and help her up.
The safest place I'd argue to stash her is someone should take her out to the APC and leave her in there.
Oh, you want somebody to wander off on their own?
No, we're not doing that.
That's like a great
Yeah, we're not
idea.
doing that.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Paul
you
could go do that.
don't know John as a GM.
As I always tell my players, you absolutely have agency in my game. You can do virtually whatever you want. Actions, however, have consequences. So there you go.
Because as the medic, I'm definitely capable of going out and just Ramboing things, right?
Yeah.
Nagumo at least understands that letting an unknown element wander around the facility that is being infected by a tentacle monster is not the best move. She should stay with us.
That would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was sarcasm, but
It's all good.
I feel like
Put her back in the room and lock the door.
I mean, that's one
Okay,
option.
maybe not that.
Yeah, we're
Just
keeping
to throw it out
her
there.
with us.
Yeah, she might have some idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no persuasion. I just heal people.
All right, so you head down to
Does she
rejoin everybody.
not want to come with us?
Oh no, she's willing to come with you guys. She agreed.
She heard
the whole thing of like
the
just
great
getting out of
Yuri is
here.
here to save her.
Her motivation here, if we need to specify acting motivation, her motivation is that she wants to get the fuck out of this place.
Right. So, I'd like to do just kind of chat her up and find out what she knows about the facility and what happened. And kind of, I guess, try to not really take her mind off things, but like maybe show her that we are professionals despite our appearance. Thanks, guys. And
that's gonna be a tough sell.
yeah, well, that's why I'm the boss, and y'all just fucking shoot guns. So, yeah. So basically, I'm just looking to calm her down a bit.
All right. So, you guys, let me just move you down to where everybody else is, because that'll be faster. Okay. So she is very weary when first moving out into the hallway. Basically, she kind of like furtively ducks and glances back and forth. And as Jacob starts to move down the hallway, she just kind of just like huddles after and behind him. Turns around the corner, sees the fire. She starts coughing. There's actually quite a bit of smoke in the air. You guys are in, like, yes, you had to take them off, but I presume everybody has put their helmets back on. She does not have any kind of breathing apparatus, and, yep, she's now in a very smoky hallway.
Get everybody, like, into the barracks room.
Do I have any kind of respirator equipment or anything?
No, you do not. That is not the sort of thing that you carry around as a man-pack system.
Alright.
So...
I mean, we're not going through that fireball anyway.
So, yeah.
Maybe there's a way to turn on the sprinklers.
Or come through here. There's a doorway in the barracks.
Funny that you mentioned the idea of being able to turn on the sprinklers. So, looking up, you do see that on the ceiling there are there are sprinklers for dealing with fires, and they do seem to have triggered. However, there's only a trickle of water that's coming out of them instead of the normal amount of flood.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and try to get out of here.
Nagumo's pressing his brain about where that water pressure would begin, because in order to get through that fireball, the water pressure needs to come back. According to the map that he's built. According to the map that he's built, where would the water pressure begin?
So, with the map that you built and whatnot, I want Nagumo to give me a construction intelligence.
Coming up, that'd be 8 dice.
Target number is a 7.
Can we get a mile of the hallway into the barracks room?
You wanna head to the opposite end and open up the door to the east? Is that what you're saying, or? Oh, you're saying everybody get down into the barracks room?
Yeah, so that the girl isn't coughing and shit.
Sure. Anybody in the hallway opposed to that?
Cool. Everybody's moving into the.
As long as nobody interferes with my looting.
They're talking. Not that I was muted.
So you guys head down there, and I'm presuming somebody has the presence of mind to close the doors after you. So there we go.
Oh,
Nagumo.
We'll leave Paul up here just to watch the doors.
Well, Paul should stay with Nagumo. He's the battle buddy.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Nagumo, 4 successes to discern where the water pressure would begin so we can restore it and extinguish this fire.
Okay, yeah, that is sufficient. With 4 successes, you're able to call up the blueprints, which normally they're like the things that you got. Yes, there's kind of the standard, like, here's the layout map of the facility. You downloaded and used the auto map stuff to build yourself a map that actually shows where, like, systems are as well. So, you were able to figure out that the... I also can't hear the fire. You were able to figure out exactly where you need to go. Basically, the controls for the water pressure in this facility, at least this part of this facility, are in one of the maintenance ducts that is not that far from where you are. Basically, you have to head down to the like latrines and whatnot, and the access to that's the nearest access to that particular set of maintenance ducts. Because that's an area where you need a lot of water usage, that's kind of where where it would make the most sense to go and check. So.
No, it makes sense. It's that room opposite the operations room, right?
Yep. So you basically need to head one room to the west, and then two rooms south to access the maintenance ducts. You're also pretty sure you know where, like what maintenance ducts you have to check out. Not 100%, but pretty sure. There's a lot of pipes and a lot of other stuff. You're not that kind of engineer. You're not a building maintenance engineer.
No, not a maintenance engineer, but I still know how large structures are put together.
Exactly.
So okay, I would go with Paul to solve that particular problem. If the scouts want to go with me to look ahead of me, then they're free to. But this problem needs to be solved now.
Alright.
Paul would be my cover.
So, so we're moving down. We're moving over to the east, John. Over to the right.
Yep.
That little room off to the. Yeah, because you said west. So east over there.
You're able to see, because they're clearly marked when you're in that hallway, that in that hallway you've got a set of doors. There's basically the women's and men's room. And all right, who is going into the hall?
I will.
All right, so okay, you guys that are going into the hallway, or you guys. So we got Nagumo, Paul. Is anyone not going in the hallway? I guess is one thing I should say.
I'm still looting.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
Me and Pavel there.
Congratulations, you guys have moved into a hole. Stupid roll 20. Your connection to the server has been interrupted. There we go. Okay, so in the hallway, you are able to see that on the eastern side of the hallway, like I said, there's the men's room and women's room, and to the south, you see a pair of doors to essentially it's the ablutions room, so the showers. And you are able to see that there is water leaching out from underneath those doors.
Okay, this place has been swept before, so unless anyone has any objections, Nagumo is going to check the integrity of those pipes.
The area you're in has not been swept.
Okay, you first then.
No. Me and Pavel are still going through shit in the locker.
We're still investigating the various pub locker.
Oh, all right, my bad.
Standing orders were to check the door, but these two were checking the barracks out. So if people want to progress ahead, that's fine. But the scouts are here checking for equipment.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we do another investigation to see if we found anything else, or just?
Sure. It's going to be like the sum total of your search.
Okay.
So you guys in the hallway. So who's going south? Is it just Nagumo and Paul?
Correct. Nagumo and Paul.
All right.
And Paul will augment my investigation of the space to make certain we're not getting jumped.
I got 3 successes. One of them was a 10 on my investigation.
Okay. 10 explodes. All right. So you head down to the door, and let me get that for you here.
Jesus.
So I re-rolled the 10 and got another 10.
Okay. Cool.
Doing investigation intelligence.
You know what?
3 successes again.
I just realized that there's a much better way to do these doors. Rather than dragging them, I can just change what layer. Oh well. So so you open the doors, and as you do, a rush of water floods out. You are able to see, as you basically kind of like go in, you're able to see that there is water spraying out from the ground. You guys have to actually move into the room though, so here, allow me to get that for you. Alright, so going into the room, you are able to see that this room is flooded. The room is flooded. There is what appears to be a huge, large rent in the floor. You're not exactly sure why, but I mean, as you've been going, you've been essentially seeing some evidence of damage to the facility itself. You don't know if that's because of changes from horrible monsters or damage from people attempting to fight back. You do see that there are a pair of corpses in the room. Both appear to be dead and quite waterlogged, floating in the water. And yeah, the cause of there not being sufficient water pressure around the sprinklers is definitely apparent. You guys with the search, I'm going to say that you're able to find about 70 credits worth of loose change, and in one of the crates you're able to find some essentially like cheap costume jewelry that it's probably not actually gold. Otherwise, there's really not that much that's super useful left in that room.
I will attempt to try and trade the jewelry for some ammo.
Alright, so Nagumo, in the room, if you would, give me a active perception check. And
Okay, remind me. Perception is intelligence and wits, right?
It's intelligence and investigation. And
Intelligence, investigation. Got that. And that is still ridiculous high for...
He is really, really bad at this. Yeah. Paul is not observant.
well, he's still helping. Somehow, some way. Okay. So, nothing yet. That is 1 success so far. 2 successes so far.
Okay.
An explosion.
Explosion! Oh wait,
4
hold on,
successes.
Hold on. I literally have something for this. There we go. Alright, so you got substantial numbers of successes. You are able to locate the door, or the maintenance hatch. Alright, so this is literally the exact same kind of maintenance duct that the Russians were in earlier. So you're able to get over to it and use the panel. It's literally just like a latch and whatnot. So you get it open. Get that door for you. Dynamic lighting. Now that I realized the better way of doing it. Boop. There we go. Now you're able to see. So,
yay.
All right, you open it up and you see a completely unlit, except for your flashlight, maintenance duct. It has numerous branches going off of it. There are a bunch of pipes running through it. It's actually substantially more cramped than the one that the Russians used earlier. So, yeah. Oh, there we go. That door actually worked.
Can I pipe up? Can I pipe up for a moment here?
You want to pipe up?
Well, here's my question. Why are we going to turn off the water when it's probably easier to turn off the fuel supply?
I mean, that also would be something that you would probably access. I mean, one, you could access it either through the kitchen or through the same maintenance ducts. But that is another option, yes.
You could go to the same place to do both, right?
It's actually not, like, in looking at the schematics, it does not look like it's actually the same location, but it's in the same shafts.
Gotcha. Alright, the fuel would probably be the safer bet right now, because if there's no fuel, then it's not going to continue burning, or at least continue. It's going to be harder to put out if the fuel keeps feeding that fire.
Sure.
So that's going to be my target right now.
All right. So you got 4 degrees of successes. You're essentially, I'm going to say that you are, as you're exploring this, when you see potential places you can go, which are going to be things that look like doors. They're actually just ladders down. See how you're next to a ladder going up? It's one of those same things going down. Basically, when you are looking at one, you can ask me a question about one of them, and I will tell you whether it is the one you need to go to. So,
well, the good thing is that I had the blueprints that generated that auto map.
now,
I'm relying on that to guide my way,
okay.
including alternative routes if a way is compromised. Now I do have Paul. I've directed Paul as well to follow me and to be my cover from behind, so that my ass isn't wide open. I'm
Okay.
keeping eyes open for whatever tentacles might be following, that might be like intruding upon me from any direction.
Splitting the party is the time-tested tactic that never, ever blows up in people's faces.
Okay.
I know, right? But
There we go. So you
considering
guys
the
are
narrow
going in.
confines, what other party could we have right now?
Evan, out of curiosity, are you able to see anything on roll 20 right now, or no?
No. Roll
Okay.
20 froze
Are
on
you
me, so
able
I am
to
blind. I'm
call
sorry.
up the Twitch stream.
The Twitch?
Yeah.
Probably on my phone, but that's it.
I would
How
recommend doing that
important
because
is
this
this
is a
right now?
very visual thing.
Oh, crud. Okay.
So you crawl into the tubes. These ones are substantially more cramped. You're basically only able to move relatively slowly. There are some areas where you're literally climbing over pipes. Paul, in particular, being a very large man, is kind of having a rougher time of it. But he's eerily silent as he deals with it. So, all right. Short answer: you're in a hallway, or in the maintenance tube that you're in right now. It has 2 branches that go to the right of you. So I'll just use the cardinal branches. To the west, there are 2 different branching maintenance ducts. To the east, there's another one, and to the south, there appears to be a more open space into some kind of a machine.
Okay. Now I see the picture. Alright. So I see 3 outlets. One directly to my right, and another 2 each way, right?
Yep.
Alright. According to the map, which way am I going?
So you are currently going south.
Alright. Carry me on to south.
I go.
And Paul will be backing me up accordingly.
All right. You are right next to the junction. Are you just going to go past it and have him check it out, or you just go?
Well, I am.
You do know you have to go.
I'm
south.
looking before I leap.
Is essentially the idea.
I'm looking before I leap, of course. So I'm
Alright.
checking the junction before moving on.
Give me an active perception check.
Coming up.
so Thumper dropped down.
Hey, Evan, could you mute the Twitch stream? Because I'm hearing it come back through everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
It is muted. It's just my... It is muted. It's just my microphone, which I haven't muted yet. Okay, I barely made this. Like, I had 3 successes, but I had... Alright, remind me of the rule. 3 successes, but 3 fumbles. Do I fumble this?
No, you need to have more.
Alright,
More
3
fumbles.
successes then.
Okay, so you got 3 successes. So, with 3 successes, you did manage to succeed. So in looking down, you see that the corridor goes down, has another 2 branches. It basically moves in both directions. With that kind of a roll, you're able to cross-check with the schematics that you were looking at, and actually check the pipes. You notice the pipes are actually somewhat color-coded. Like, they're not fully colored, but they essentially have like stamps on them that tell you what, like roughly speaking, what it is that they do. And the ones that you are looking at right now...
Identify those that are for fuel and water, including those that are directly effective of the firestorm that we're facing.
The ones that you are looking at here appear to be the one that is to the north. That one appears to be fuel. This one here appears to be water. The one that appears to be fuel, though, does not seem, from what you can see, does not seem to have any, it doesn't have any kind of like a winch or anything that you can use to control it. There's no valves for you to use or adjust.
Okay. Are either of them actively leaking at this time?
So the fuel one, you do basically see that there are occasional, like, so there's a scent and like an odor in the air, but it's not super pungent or extreme. So, you know, it's largely okay.
Okay. Taking a chance, and I'm going to shut the fuel line. Then I'm going to communicate back to Rico and see if there's any result.
There's no way for you to shut the fuel line from where you are. You do not see any kind of a valve that you can use to adjust the pressure.
Crud. I thought I saw a wheel there. Okay.
The one that's facing northwards and that you can't do anything with, it's not there. I thought it wouldn't show up when I drew things. It's just there are limited numbers of visual assets that I had to work with.
Gotcha. Don't worry about it. I get it.
Yeah, the only valves that you see would be rigged to affect the flow of oxygen, but like these, in looking at it, give me a construction check, because you know it would actually be valuable there. So construction intelligence. Target number's 7.
Only 1 success.
So you're able to tell that the air one, like, because theoretically you could also cut off the air. I mean, that would not really be very effective that fast without being able to seal the entire area atmosphere-wise. But that's actually not even going to that particular part of the facility. So.
Okay.
The fuel line,
both not atmosphere
sure.
I need to worry about.
Yep, fuel line you're not sure. So, the question here, do you want to try to follow the fuel line to see where it goes, or do you want to go south?
Which is more proximal, the water line or the fuel line?
So, okay, if that is your question, based on the roll you had earlier. So, fuel is probably closer.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the approximate direction that the fuel shut off would be, or at least the fuel cut off.
All right. Well,
Would
I
that
mean, you
be
don't know where it
straight
is, so it would be straight ahead from where you are now. So it would be this way.
Alright.
Okay. Are you having fault? Is Paul still just following you?
Yeah, Paul is still following me. He is my backup. We are not gonna separate.
All right. Cool. So he's just right with you. All right. You're at another junction. Here we go. Give me a perception check. So,
Perception coming up.
intelligence. Essentially able to see.
Two successes on that perception.
Okay. So, looking to the north, you are able to see you're in essentially another empty corridor. That, so yes, there are some valves, and they are heading northwards towards the rest of the facility. You are not sure if these are the correct ones. Because remember, when I said fuel, there are other things in the facility that do utilize fuel.
Yeah, it's a crowded space. But yeah, the fuel line is going toward that wall in front of me.
Yep.
So
Okay.
just check out that. So just check that out. Is that a valve I see right there?
Yep. It is.
Oh, all right. Check that and communicate to Rico to watch for any response in the change in the firestorm,
Okay.
and then turn the valve
All right.
to seal it.
Turn in a random valve.
I don't know about random valve. That is a fuel valve, or at least it's labeled so.
It wasn't my fault. They labeled it. All right. So he has turned it.
If there are labeling problems, that's another OSHA violation. Damn it.
True. All right, Rico. So you seem to be the only one that's still in the main living quarters room. Are you gonna go? Do you want to go up and just check on your own, or are you sending somebody else?
No, I'm trying to figure out why he's doing something I wasn't telling him to do. I was telling him to figure out the sprinklers.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
trying
why
to stop
are we
the
fucking with the fuel? Let's figure out the sprinklers.
because the fuel is fueling the fire.
Cool.
If the fuel keeps going, it will be harder to put out the fire.
Cool. How are we doing on the sprinklers?
If this doesn't do the trick, the sprinklers will follow.
Cool. Let's work on the sprinklers.
No, I mean you turned the valve, so you did it. So all right. Sprinklers are elsewhere. You have not seen water piping yet. At least not something that isn't the small pipes that just run into the showers themselves. So, all right. Where are you going now? You can go back the way you came, or you can go south.
Goodness, you'd think a map would tell me where to go for exactly what I need to do. All right.
Have you ever looked at the plumbing portions of industrial movements? They are not easy.
Oh, I trust that they are mazes unto themselves.
Yep.
Come about, proceed that way, Paul shall follow.
Hey John, me and Pavel are just checking out the rooms to the right of that little hallway.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, sure. All right. So Nagumo, you have come to essentially. There's another intersection. It goes back to the same hallway that you had tube you had started in, there's a space that opens up underneath you. So let me take care of this. And bam. Okay, that should do it. Alright, so you are able to see that there is a open space. There is essentially some chugging machinery. And you are able to see in the room that there appears to be some kind of corpse. Do you want to check it out from where you are, or do you want to head down and check it out there?
Watch out, because bodies get really grabby around here.
Grabby and rapey.
Okay. Guns out, both me and Paul. Like, I'll go out and shift left while Paul goes out and stands ready to support as necessary.
Okay. And for you guys up there, you should be able to go into the rooms. Alright, so you climb down the ladder into there. Now remember, you're not able to stand in this area. Like, you haven't been able to stand in the tubes.
Yep.
But, Paul's up there, he's observing. So, as you climb down, you are able to see that there appears to be some sort of maintenance technician. Give me a perception intelligence. Right now, you're able to tell that there's a body, there's some blood.
We actually found clean shitters. Cool.
Yeah, you guys are welcome to use them. Not every
you may
bathroom
now
is actually
kiss the bride.
dangerous. When you enter the bathroom, all of a sudden the music changes to the save screen.
Okay, another 3 successes.
Okay, 3 successes.
I had an explosion, but it didn't give me any more.
Gotcha. So, searching around the room, you cautiously approach the body. It's lying face down, crumpled at an awkward angle in a pool of its own blood, what appears to be its own blood. You nudge it over with your with the boot, and when you do, you're able to see that it is indeed a maintenance technician of some sort. His face is locked in a expression of essentially like utter abject terror. Plus the weird sagginess that corpse faces have a tendency to get. And
No, that old fuck.
yeah, and there are a lot of like large lacerations on his body. You're not an expert at all. You're a kid from an urban area and whatnot, but it does not look like something that a human or a normal tool would do. It's essentially like consistent raking lines. And the guy's missing probably about a third of his torso. You do find it; it's elsewhere in the room. In addition to that, you're able to find that there are a bunch of tools scattered around. From what you see in the room, you basically think that they're essentially able to cobble together enough repair parts and stuff that you have found 3 armor repair kits. So.
Now that is valuable. I could probably put my own armor back together with that, especially after I was blown up.
This is true. Just to explain the way that those work is, so for armor, repairing armor is something that you're able to do. It's an out-of-combat action. Repairing destroyed armor plates can be achieved by rolling whatever is the most appropriate, usually engineering and dexterity, with a threshold of 8. In rare instances, there might be something more appropriate. When not in combat, as long as you're in a place of relative safety. Repairing armor plates takes approximately 10 minutes. The number of successes defines whether you succeed or fail. Only 1 attempt may be made per hour to repair armor plates for any 1 set of armor. Each success repairs 1 plate of armor up to the maximum damage protection value, which is just the starting number. If you have a armor shard, which is what you just found, then you use 1 up when you attempt a repair armor check. And that decreases the target threshold by 2. So instead of needing an 8 to succeed, you only need a 6. And you have picked up 3 of them. Each of them has a encumbrance of 0.5. So
He disconnected from chat.
okay. So there you go. In looking around this machinery in this room, it is not related to either of the systems that you are looking for.
These aren't the systems you're looking for.
Yeah. Oh, and when I say that repairing armor takes 10 minutes, that's if you're doing it properly. You can try to rush it and do it faster. It's just going to increase the difficulty.
Hey, John, in
Yep.
the shower room, are there 2 corpses in there?
There are.
Can I loot them?
You can. That would be a larceny check. Larceny and intelligence. All right. So, Naguma, you've exhausted this hallway. I presume that you're going to hop up into and carry on going to the east.
Target on that, John.
All right, sorry
Target
about that. I
is-
lost audio.
so-
I'm good.
Gotcha. Target's 7. All right. So, Evan, I'm just gonna say because it's the limited array of options that you have. Carrying on to the east, you are able to find, following Paul here, there is another open space. This one, he is the one who's in front, so he's able to check it out. And it is, I need to open it up, sorry, one sec. Down to lighting, open it there, change the layer. Bam. That is so much faster than the way I was doing it before. Alright, so you are able to see into that space. There is when he jumps down into it, he doesn't really know exactly what he's looking at. It's a bunch of machine stuff. He's a farm boy. I'm just to speed this up a little bit, and looking at it, you are able to tell that this is not the correct room. These are essentially, this has to do with the gas system, and you already theoretically shut it off. And so you do see, give me really quick, give me an active perception.
Hey, John, real quick. 2 successes.
2 successes. So the male corpse is naked. It's apparently somebody who was in here to actually take a shower. Female corpse appears to have run into the room and essentially has a snapped neck and a couple of other broken bones. She does have a wristwatch, but it is broken. It was like ripped off of her.
Hey, bling is still bling. It doesn't need ticky.
All right, so
Sounds good.
Evan, what's with your perception?
2 successes.
Okay, 2 successes. You go down into the room, you're looking around, you find that, yes, this is the gas pressure system and whatnot. And as you're looking at it, so you already had changed, shut things off, going towards the kitchen. You are, in looking through things, you see that there is a pressure gauge, and the pressure on it is rising. It is about 2/3 of the way through the yellow, and it's moving relatively slowly but persistently up.
All right. Take a moment to stabilize that pressure, but this is not going to help when it comes to the sprinkler system itself, correct?
It will not, and you, in looking at it, the only thing that you could do is stabilize the pressure is change the actual valve that you had up there.
That's fine. It prevents a problem from blowing up in our face later. So I'm taking care of this now.
Alright. Do you want to take the time to go and do that now, or do you want to send Paul to do that and you keep looking?
Does Paul even have the skill to take care of this?
I mean, no, he did literally watch you do it, so he's not that dumb.
I know, right?
I mean, have you seen
All right,
this
leave that
character?
to Paul.
All right.
Leave that to Paul because this is a lower priority. I'll have him rejoin me in a hot second. I know this is splitting, but right now priorities.
Yep. That's good because it was actually going to explode. Hooray for multifaceted threats. Okay, so he heads off to go and deal with that. Alright, so up ahead, there's another branch in the corridor. Keep going here. And alright, you can go. Are you gonna check? You're just gonna check every room you come to, I take it? So,
Look before you leap. I'm not definitely
alright,
not taking
the room
chances
that you're
here.
looking at right now, room that you're looking at right now is it has something to do with ventilation. It is not the room you are looking for, but you turn and to the side, you are able to see that there appears to only be one more room that you could go to. Down at the end of this little corridor here. And huzzah, you have successfully managed to locate the room with the water controls.
Goodness. Well, finally.
Which I
Okay.
was genuinely curious which direction you were going to go. And you took the longest way possible to get through there. Alright.
Yeah.
So, you get down, you're able to essentially get your bearings.
Yeah, and leading with my gun, just in case.
Sure. Give me an intelligence, engineering.
Alright. That's 8 dice. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. 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 Yes, with 2 explosions. Yes. And no. I think that's 6 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are able to figure out and identify which of the valves you need to turn to cut off the pressure to the showers. You do, and that shuts off for Yuri and Pavel. You guys are in there as the water pressure manages to cease. So, there you go.
Alright, good deal. Ensure that, communicate to Rico, and return with Paul.
Sure.
So me and Pavel are back up in the we did like a loop, look through the bathroom to the showers, then walk back into the room.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked over to the girl survivor, and I'm like showing off my watches.
Nice.
I'm like, check out all the sweet bling.
So, Nagumo, as you're, as you complete it, and you're like, "Hey, Sarge, all right, I got it working." It squeaked a lot. That was very loud. As the sound stops, you hear echoing through the maintenance ducts. You hear a strange kind of hissing noise. So, I would suggest making a perception check.
Yeah, along with a preemptive GTFO. So, perception coming up.
I mean, hey, it's probably just Paul.
Paul? Is that you?
Alright. 3 successes on that perception.
Alright. So with 3 successes, you move up and basically like peek up over the lip, and as you do, let me see if I can pull this off. Alright, so as you do, you just see very rapidly something dart across. Ah, darn. Roll 20 apparently does not want to do that. So you see something dark across your field of vision really quickly, and continue running back basically in the direction you came. You don't know what it is,
All right,
but
not
it
good at
moved
all.
really fast.
All right. Communicate to Paul. Ask his status. Is he done?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just finished up with the pipes. Give me 1 sec. You hear you hear that hissing or that like squeaking and whatnot. And then yeah, he's like, all right, yeah, I got finished up here. What do you want me to do now?
All right. Something might be in the ducts, I tell him. Gun out, lead in. I'll meet you at the intersection.
Okay. So, all right. Okay, so there we go. So, take it you're moving up to the corner.
Slowly. Gun ahead.
Okay. All right. Give me a active perception.
Active perception, aye. Two. 3. Oh goodness.
Yeah. You're realizing now.
I'm looking at 4 successes for that.
Gotcha. Realizing now just how tight the confines are in these corridors.
Yeah, so I'm glad I got
Okay.
backup.
So
These are not places I can actually avoid a tentacle or a little beastie.
you slowly duck around the corner. At this point, out of curiosity, are you still shining your flashlight straight on, or are you doing anything to obscure it?
I'm shining both ways to make sure that I'm not waylaid from behind.
Okay, gotcha. Well, so you don't see anything exactly. Basically, as you're like turning around, the light slowly pans as you pie the corner. And you hear the like weird shuffling and growling noises coming from and then when your light pans to actually go all the way down to the end of the corner here, that's when you suddenly hear the noises that we heard before kind of stop, and something that sounds more like basically a sign of recognition, kind of. So, yeah, I mean, you did just give your position away. So, there
Well,
you
as
go.
I would. Intelligence is power, but I am going to order Paul to cover that one corridor, the straight one north to south. I want to make sure that he has me covered so that I don't get ambushed on that way.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so you tell him to do that. I'm gonna say really quick, give me a charisma instruction.
It's a good thing I have instruction, a bit, not much. Only one success, but still just one success.
So you hear him come back over the radio. Remember, it's quite noisy with a lot of echoing and machine noise where you are. He's like, all right, so head back to the main shaft. Okay, on it. Almost there. So yeah, that's what he does. And as he does that, you basically are able to hear a horrifying, like, screeching noise. So, and yeah, you are able to see dark across your field of vision. Congratulations, you guys have encountered the first actual demon.
Oh joy.
Right.
And we're tight confines doing it.
Yep.
I
you
feel
guys are in
honored.
Tight confines doing it.
Hey, can we call it a night? Cause it's kind of late.
Yep. It is 11. We can call it done. Sorry that this got a little bit slow, or was a little slow on the start with all the technical difficulties and whatnot. Definitely am learning a bit each time on how to run this a bit faster. But I think the next session will be the last one that you guys are in level 1. So.
No, it's been a good one. This one's very, very intriguing and tight. Good work, dude.
So, alright. So, yeah, we will end with that, with the horrifying screech of just the Paul turning around the corner and going like, alright, I'm here, and holy shit! As the first actual demon just like rushes across your field of vision faster than you're able to really, well, I guess you know, Nagumo could theoretically pull off a snapshot on it, but yeah, that is going to be interesting.
I love it already. It's a great cliffhanger. And yes, Nagumo would indeed snapshot the thing because his gun is leading the whole time.
Tonight on the Quiet Storm.
The interesting thing is that with being in the corridors here, is that when it comes to defense, there's really so defenses only work when you're actively able to defend yourself, which you're really not able to do in hallways. Or in the
Which means reaction time is all the more important, which means this snapshot might make or break Paul's life.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, that's what Matt gets for not showing up. He gets killed.
So what time would it be like if you're like a gunslinger and you're like, you know, you're about to like do like a duel? What time would it be?
What talent would it be?
No, what time would it be, Evan? What time would it be?
Oh.
High noon.
It's high noon.
Can you just say that real quick?
High noon, you say?
Oh, come on.
High noon.
Hey,
But yeah,
Evan, could you please say this deal keeps getting worse and worse by the minute?
This deal keeps getting worse and worse by the minute.
Yes! Yes! Now activate Lobot!
Oh my god.
Okay, my night is officially complete now.
Yeah.
All complete with the reverb microphone, so glorious.
And randomly, I didn't really bother to roll it just because of the kind of the mechanics on it. But here we go. I might as well. I realize I probably should roll to see whether or not it actually does find you guys. I mean, I'm pretty confident given that it has enhanced senses. So.
Flashlights. Is this thing blind?
It could be. It could be. Here we go. Here's the roll.
It could be. It could not have eyes. It could navigate
it only
by
got 3
echolocation.
successes on 10 dice or on 11 dice.
Oh, it's got one that explodes.
And we are communicating verbally and making noise with us crawling through Jeffrey's tubes in armor. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it noticed us.
Well,
but if I do see something that is not a Marine, it is getting shot. Which probably means that I'm taking a shot as it lunges at Paul.
So the interesting thing about this is that we're about to rush into a new when we kick off in the next one. This is going to be a round of combat. You guys are going to have to perform cohesion checks, but now some of you actually do have modifiers because of your decreased ammunition status. So we will call it a night with that. Thank you everybody for coming out and joining the session. Does anybody want to have anything they want to say on like an outro or anything?
Basically, Matt and Evan are playing Space Hulk.
Yes,
Essentially,
we
yeah.
are.
Cool. Hopefully the Gene Stewart doesn't get into point blank range. Otherwise, one of them is going to build a new character.
I mean,
One of us. Hopefully
It's-
not me. You still need me.
I mean,
Wow,
you
you
know,
literally just said Matt was useless. Thanks.
it's only imps are only a level 3 enemy.
Confirmed, Matt's useless.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they're only a level 3 enemy. I mean, they, you know, it's
Please,
just got, it's just got
the-
bone claws. It'll be
If
fine.
everybody in the chat could please press F to pay respects.
Yep. Press F.
No, we still need Matt.
Respect.
Press F. Yep,
F to pay
for
respect.
We still need Matt. We still need someone to operate
Look,
the
they're
BFG
doing
when
it.
we
They're
get
pressing
to it.
F. Look at the chat. They're doing it.
Yep.
F
So
to pay respects.
Hey, this campaign's been a lot of fun. Can't wait to see what happens next. And you know, when we reconvene. John,
Yeah.
thank you so much for all your hard work. Got everyone else, thank you so much for coming out and playing it to the hilt. Everyone's been, most of you have been playing it to the hilt. I'm really loving it. Thanks again, dude.
all right, cool. Well, we'll call
Very
it
good
night.
same.
Thank you guys, and yeah, we will see.
Don't
as a random
don't forget to
as a
don't
random
forget to like.
map making thing. Out of curiosity, so you guys have all had a chance to see the shower fixtures in the in the shower room. What do you think that asset that I used to make a shower head actually is?
Something from Forgotten Realms.
So
That looks like a leg.
it is.
Okay, is it a yeah, like or a strut or something like that?
Let's see. I think it's under transportation sensations. I think it's the.
Is that a ATST foot?
That's you know that's probably the closest random guess, but let me see.
Yuri is quite happy. He has 4 watch now.
This is the fun thing where you can essentially just repurpose different weapons and stuff. I'm not exactly. I don't remember exactly which pack of things it came from, but it's actually an artillery cannon. It's designed to be like a giant set piece artillery cannon, and you know, just if you happen to shrink it down a lot and hide the barrel, it looks a lot like a shower head.
Oh, that's what the barrel
it.
is coming out into the bathroom.
Yep,
All
yep,
right.
that one for some reason.
So with that in mind,
Remind everyone.
I'm gonna bail now.
Yep.
So like,
Cool. All right, I'm gonna.
Just want to
Have
remind
a good
everyone
night,
who's
gentlemen.
watching to like, follow, and subscribe for more spicy memes.
Yes,
goodness, yes.
All spicy, man.
Spicy memes. Spicy memes.
Oh shit! I'm actually, out of curiosity, just looking at it, there were actually a few people in the Twitch stream. Is that just us?
Nope, it's not just us.
Really?
No, it's not.
Well, I am in the
Definitely not
Twitch
just
stream,
us.
so if it's just one, it's me. But I did apparently have some people interested in watching.
Cool.
So
Well,
we'll see how it goes.
This episode should be a lot easier to edit and be in a higher quality. So, with that,
Very good.
We don't produce high quality content. Have you met us?
mediocre quality content is what we're aiming for. Mediocre
Produce content. That's it.
I think
So with that in
mediocre
mind,
might
have
be
a
stretching
lovely night,
things a wee
gentlemen.
bit.
I cannot
It'll be a good-
cannot speak
It'll
to
be
the
a good
quality.
sleep after this
It
because
is
I did
just
this
content.
entire stream
That's it.
drunk.
Oh shit! All right. Well, you did a good job at it. All right.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, you don't get any on you.